Hey guys, so this is the first tips video in my Green Banana Etude series on the 26 Little Caprices by Anderson. This video is part of a larger post that includes a performance video and a written study guide on our website. If you're viewing this on YouTube, there's a link to the full post in the description below, and there's also a link to the music, which is downloadable for free on flutetunes.com. So the reason that I made this series is to help students learn how to practice efficiently. Because honestly, most of us waste a lot of time when we practice and don't get the kind of results that we want, especially when we put in so much time. Or maybe you're someone who doesn't really practice that much to begin with and you'd like to really make the most of the minutes that you're putting in. Either way, the series is for you. The other reason that I made this series was to teach basic musical fundamental concepts in many little lessons here that you can practice and then apply to larger works that you might be learning throughout the year. So in this first video, I wanted to demonstrate how to play along with the metronome in eighth notes and then moving into playing along with the metronome in quarter notes and how to determine the speed for both of those. So I'm going to start with my metronome at 138. I just want to say you do not need a fancy metronome for this. You don't have to have a metronome that clicks eighth notes or 16th notes. You just pick a speed and you use it to mark the eighth notes. So I'm just using a free metronome that I found online. So I'm going to start it here, 138. So what I'm going to do is play along so that each eighth note is lined up with that tick. So that's an okay speed for me. I'm able to play all the notes correctly at that speed and I'm lined up steadily with the metronome. So the next thing I would do is probably move it up a little bit. I'm going to move it to 158, but I would recommend that you go a little bit slower than that if you find this too difficult at all. Well for me too. What I would do is just keep repeating at these speeds until you can play the whole thing without any mistakes. If you're making a lot of mistakes, it means that you're way too fast. The whole goal is that it should feel easy while you practice and that you're able to put in all the details right away from the beginning. So as I move up in the speed, I'm just going to put it at 208 right now. Is working for me, at least for the first few bars, because I haven't played the rest of the study. But the metronome is starting to sound a little fast, like too fast. So this means that it's probably time to switch from the eighth note subdivision to the quarter note subdivision. So all I'm going to do is look at what the number is on the metronome and divide it in half. So 208 would divide in half to 104. So now the metronome is at 104. And it's going to tick quarters, so I'm going to line it up with the big beats instead of all the eighth notes. And that works well for me. I'm still able to play the notes correctly, and I'm still able to add in the details like the dynamics and the slurs. Then what I would do is slowly move it up. We're very, very close to the 116 tempo that this study actually goes. So hopefully that gives you guys some good advice on how to navigate this and work with it, put in as little time as possible and get a great result.